Hi Lizzie. What's up? What are you doing this weekend?
Hi Scott, our team is planning a documentary series named Europe Uncovered. As a part of that, I'm doing an episode on Norway, which is in Western Europe. Other members of our production unit are covering other countries in Europe.
Oh, Norway. I know Norway a bit. I visited Norway some time back. It's one of the best places in the world.
Oh great, maybe you can help me review my documentary.
But why not? Sure. Let's go, quickly. I am eager to see your work on Norway.
Okay Scott, here's my documentary on the TV screen. Kingdom of Norway is a country located in the western and northern parts of Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe. Oslo is the capital. The estimated population is about 5.1 million. Norway is the second least densely populated country in Europe. Kroner is the currency. The government of Norway is a unitary parliamentary democracy and a constitutional monarchy. King Harald V is the current king and Erna Solberg is the prime minister. Bokmål and Nynorsk are most widely used in official languages in Norway. English, German, French, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, Italian, Latin, and Mandarin are the foreign languages usually taught in schools. Norway is a beautiful country and it attracts tourists from all over the world.
Interesting. What did you cover in geography and region?
Regarding the geography and region, Norway is situated in the western part of the Scandinavian peninsula. It is slightly larger than New Mexico. Norway covers a total area of 148,746 square miles. The country has a coastline extending up to 15,626 miles, including its fjords and its 50,000 islands, as much as 62,705 miles. Nearly 70% of Norway is uninhabitable and covered by mountains, glaciers, moors, and rivers. Galdhøpigg Peak at 8,100 feet is Norway's highest point, and the Glomma is the principal river at 372 miles long. Norway has 95 airports, 4,250 kilometers of railways, and 93,870 kilometers of roadways. Most Norwegians live in the south where the climate is more mild and there is a better connectivity to the mainland Europe. The interior area of the north remains sparsely populated. Norway has 4 seasons: summer, autumn, spring, and winter. As it's near to the Arctic Circle, the days in summers are long with sunlight of almost 20 hours. Winters are very cold as the temperature goes low as negative 30 degrees centigrade. The country shares borders with Finland, Sweden, and Russia.
What did you cover in regards to Norway's government and economics?
Government and economics. Norway's government is a constitutional monarchy with 169 members in its legislature. Executive elections are held every 4 years, the last of which occurred in 2013. Norway's representative government has 39.6% of its seats filled with women. Norway is a member of the United States. Harald V is Norway's king. The economy of Norway is developed mixed economy with state ownership in strategic areas. The economy of Norway has shown a robust growth since the start of the industrial era. The country has a very high standard of living compared with other European countries and a strongly integrated welfare system. Gross domestic product (GDP) measures the value of finished goods and services of a country. Norway's GDP per capita is $74,400, which puts Norway in the top 10th percentile in the world. A high GDP per capita suggests that economic productivity levels and standards of living are also amongst the highest in the world. On the national level, GDP is $387 billion, which is 15 times higher than the world's median.
Good to know. What did you cover as part of Norway's history?
The Norsemen, also known as Vikings, ravaged the coasts of northwest Europe from the 8th to the 11th century. When World War I broke out, Norway joined Sweden and Denmark in a decision to remain neutral and to cooperate in the joint interest of the 3 countries. In World War II, Norway was invaded by the Germans on April 9, 1940. It resisted for 2 months before the Nazis took complete control. King Haakon and his government fled to London, where they established a government in exile. Despite several losses in the war, Norway recovered quickly as its economy expanded. It joined NATO in 1949. In the late 20th century, the Labour Party and the Conservative Party seesawed for control, each sometimes having to lead minority governments. In an important debate in November 1994 over Norway's membership in the European Union, voters rejected seeking membership for their nation in the EU.
Great history. Did you have anything related to Norway's culture in your documentary?
The unique Norwegian farm culture, sustained to this day, has resulted not only from scarce resource and a harsh climate, but also from ancient property laws. In the 19th century, Norwegian culture blossomed as efforts continued to achieve an independent identity in the areas of literature, art, and music. Norway's culinary tradition showed the influence of long seafaring and farming traditions, with fresh and cured salmon, pickled or marinated herring, trout, cod, and other seafood, balanced by cheese, dairy products, and dark breads. Norway has always had a tradition of building in wood. In the early Middle Ages, the state churches were constructed throughout Norway. A fine example is the State Church Ernst, which is now UNESCO's World Heritage List. Many of today's interesting new buildings are also made out of wood. Scott, here are some interesting facts I gathered about Norway. Norway was ranked the world's #1 country in 2014 Prosperity Index for Wealth and Well-being. Norway has the world's highest gas prices at $10 a gallon of premium gas. All prisoners in Norway have internet. Norway's public universities are free for students from anywhere in the world. We may not like this, but it is also funny. In Norway, Texas is slang for crazy. The monarch of Norway's title is Norway's king rather than King of Norway, signifying that he belongs to the country and not vice versa. The late King Olaf V of Norway used public transportation and always paid the ticket. Thank you, Scott, for coming to review my documentary.